Alright guys, welcome to Behind the Scenes of Dropping the Buck. Episode 9, 10 of Dropping 10, the Buck?
Yeah.
Something like that. Now's not the time! But anyways, we are being a bunch of goofballs today. We had a bunch of funny ideas for April... Did you knock over the fucking Sabres can?
Yes. Yeah!
Did I get that on video? I might have gotten that on video. I'll have to go back and look at that.
And you dropped your Schaefer during
on the table.
But if you can't tell, Colin is going to be recording or doing a Dropping the Buck episode. But every time he goes to say a sentence or get to like a serious point in his speaking, we're going to start blasting one of these things. So we have, let me flip the camera on and show you everything that we actually have here. So Bobo has a fucking weed whacker. Jeffy's got the pan and fucking spatula. Colin's got the fucking air dryer, or leaf blower. I'll be over here, I'll be using the drill, and Colin will be turning on and off the fan. We think that can't blow it directly into the mic though. We found that out the hard way during the testing recording.
The leaf blower you can't, the fan you can, as long as it's not like max volume.
Yeah, it's
or
not max
power.
volume. Max power. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have just the camera just kind of set up over here off to the side, and just so you'll get actually a first ever video of Dropping the Buck, but in all reality, it's an April Fool's joke. You guys will see this Thursday the 2nd, the Dropping the Buck episode. We'll go live on the 1st, and then you'll get the behind the scenes, see this of how we did this and fucked around the day after. So, hope you guys enjoyed. This could be a lot of fun. Don't know what exactly Colin's going to say, but again, we're not going to care because we're just going to be fucking with him and making random noises. So, hope you guys enjoy.
connector too.
I'll just record that. Let's just give an example here. I'll sit down and see if we can get everything in the video here. Just
Just Debbie's dick at the end.
let's see if are we all in there. Oh. All right, just kidding. We are actually setting up a GoPro up there in the corner of the studio. So hopefully that view turns out good. Hopefully that turns out kind of funny. We're all going to try our best to keep a straight face. Colin's the only one that really is going to do his absolutely everything to keep that straight face because he's the host of Dropping the Buck. So yeah, we got a GoPro up there. Colin's idea to get a GoPro instead. So in a second, we'll switch over to the GoPro camera. And yeah, we'll see how this goes, boys. See you in a minute.
And now it's recording.
Does it have a...
Yeah,
Okay.
the blinking red button on the front.
Yeah.
Or not red button, yeah. The blinking red light on the front.
Here's the GoPro footage, the GoPro view. Hope you guys enjoy. We're gonna get started here. I think I might even just leave this completely uncut, and just put this onto. You'll see this live on Thursday. So, you ready, boys?
Yep.
I had to. I'm sorry.
You couldn't control yourself, could you?
Also added in a little surprise that you guys don't even know about. So see if you guys can keep your straight faces as well.
Fuck, here we go. Alright! This is urgent! I had to bring up the...
It's raining tacos.
That's not the news! That's not the news! I had to hop on the mic ASAP. Not for rated tacos. No, not for rated tacos, okay? We have multiple league-shaking developments going on. Okay, Marc-Andre Fleury expected to report back to... Expected to report to the Washington Capitals next year, but not to play goaltender. We have forward to replace Alex Ovechkin, top left winger, the Capitals captain, everything here, okay? I know, it's crazy, isn't it? And then the Erie Otters just announced that every new shift, every new period, there will be a new captain on the ice. So who the fuck knows what's going on? Who knows? Not even us here in the studio will know what is going on. Next up. Line, but only in the final 2 minutes. I can't do this.
We broke it.
Okay, let's
Let's try to slow them down a little bit.
Yeah, I can't do this all at once, guys.
Let's just
fun.
Let's spread them out a little bit. It only took 2 minutes to break them though, so.
Hold on. Let's.
There we go.
Oh my god.
Put that down because that's kind of heavy.
Alright! This is urgent! I had random.
It's raining tacos.
That's not the news! That's not the news! I had to offer the mic ASAP. Not for rated tacos. No, not for rated tacos, okay? We have multiple lead shaking moments going on. Okay. Mark Andre Fleury expects to report back to the Washington Capitals next year, but not play goaltender.
I'm crying.
We afford to replace Alex Ovechkin, top left winger, the Capitals captain, everything here. I know, it's crazy, isn't it? And then the Erie Otters just announced that every shift, as soon as he pressed the helicopter noise, I was like, wow, this is bad. Oh my
Alright,
god.
yeah, let's spread them out a little more.
Let's restart this.
They just still want me to do raining tacos again.
Yeah, we'll still start off with that. And like, all right, welcome back to welcome back to Dropping the Book episode. It's raining. So yeah, I can try to keep a track on like my phone, like the time. Like every 30 seconds, I'll point to one of you,
Okay.
and you do it. Maybe you can go back and forth between a button and the ding ding ding.
Scrolling.
Just hitting random ones. Oh Jesus!
It just happened.
I didn't tell any of you guys. It just happened.
Yes. Oh, you got Colin crying. Good job, Jeff.
I fucking hate you guys. Holy shit. Oh my god.
And at some point, I'll just be like, God, this is fucking boring.
This has to be like one of the toughest episodes I have ever
Do me
done.
a favor, check the Buckbusters.
Oh god. Okay.
Helicopter. Alright.
Again, this has to be one of the hardest episodes I've ever done. Holy shit.
Restarting, let's try this again.
I started getting warm because I was.
We decided let's try to, I'll keep some of that first part and we'll cut out a couple parts.
Blooper reel. That's very good.
Yeah. But we were doing way too much. Colin broke after like a minute and a half if you couldn't tell. So we're going to try to spread them out a little bit more. I'll be pointing to each one of them like every 30 seconds or so to do their job. So
Yeah, I did anywhere between 20 and 30.
yeah. All right. Collect yourselves. Colin still has tears in his eyes.
I'm gonna take a quick walk. I gotta get a Reese here.
And we're live.
Alright. You all ready?
Yep, ready.
For round two. Attempted round two. That's too evil. I wish I had one extra chainsaw here. Alright, listen up. I had to hop on the mic for one reason, and one reason only. It was to talk about multiple league shape.
It's raining tacos.
Not for that. Not for Rain Tacos. Although that would be glorious, it's not for Rain Tacos. There are multiple league-shaking developments going on. First of all, in the NHL, the greatest sport of all, a veteran, old-timer, not a veteran or old-timer, a retirement goaltender is coming out to play another season in the NHL. Thank you, Marc-Andre Fleury. Thank you no, we're not going to do the flower, okay? We like this flower, all right? He's coming back to play a season with the Capitals as Ford, taking over the grade 8 spot. And then an OHL team, the Erie Otters, are going to be announcing a very experimental type of hockey. They're going to rotate captains every period, so who the fuck knows what's going to go on? Bad time for the helicopter. Speaking of, in the NBA, they're testing a 4-point line. That's not what the basket sounds like. They're going to test a 4-point line in the final 2 minutes and 2 minutes only. As well as the NFL is considering a rule where fans vote on one play per game via an app. The MLB is trying this is try on designated runners like pinch hitters, but they don't have a bat. They have a wiffle ball. Oh, they have a wiffle ball or paddle, whatever that is. They're gonna try and hit a fucking home run with that thing. 300 plus yards. That'd be cool as shit. Now, over in Europe, a European Hockey League is on a power play per game where you can put 7 players on the ice. So 7 skaters plus the goaltender. And the FIFA is testing a sin bin penalty where the players serve time like hockey. Wouldn't that be cool? Wrong football league. Wrong football league. The European, not the NFL. And the Olympics are adding a celebrity wild card where influencers like Snoop Doggy Dogg can compete. That's cool. The OHL is now testing live mics during the game, during their shootouts. So then the goaltenders can chirp like that when the skaters come down the ice. Not like they already do it or not, but why not?
How does he do this every week? This is really boring.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. I'm getting a phone call real quick. This just in. I just received a phone call that says NHL goalies are allowed to use those jetpacks during shootouts.
That would be fun.
During actual NHL shootouts. I know, it's funny to think, but imagine seeing friggin', Freddie Anderson wearing a jetpack in an NHL shootout. That's slick as shit, man. That's slick as shit. No, that's not so redneck, Andy. That's some futuristic kind of bullshit, whatever. That's some very futuristic BS. And if you believed any of this, Happy April Fools. Happy April Fools, you motherfucker!
That was fun.
I'm happy I didn't break during this episode.
Alright. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun trying to break Colin there. Still got some tears in his eyes, but...
Let me drive off real fast. I think I'm good.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, dude. Jeffy had some perfectly timed fucking buttons there, and just comedic timing was brilliant in some of those, so... And especially with all the Leaf Bro or Bobo with his weed whacker, and oh man, that was a lot of fun. You'll see this, like I said, you'll see this video on Thursday. You'll see Colin's episode of What the Buck, or Dropping the Buck. Jesus, I get those two confused. Colin's episode of Dropping the Buck on Wednesday. Hopefully you'll also see a What the Buck Wednesday from me on Wednesday as well. I might also do a behind the scenes, but I don't know how I'll do 2 separate angles of that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. That was a lot of fun to make. We're going crazy with ideas for April Fools this year. We might even have a couple more. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
Bye.